Hello, hello, and welcome to Thoughts Brewed. My name is Fareah.
And I am Megha. Welcome to your cozy nook on the internet.
This is our very first episode, so welcome. And for everyone that's listening, we really, really appreciate you.
We really do. We cannot believe people are listening to us
Yeah,
already. We were really happy and excited about this.
I know. It really feels like we're hanging out with a few people that have
Mm,
kind of given us a little follow, and we really appreciate it.
yes, truly from bottom of our heart. But we'll still do a little introduction.
Mhm.
So my name is Megha. I'm a digital marketing consultant by profession. I work part-time, but also sometimes overtime because of my businesses that I own. Little small things that I just have been doing on side. Other than that, I love traveling a lot. I think one of my reasons I do part-time work is just for the ability to work remotely sometimes from another country. So I wouldn't want to take that away from myself. Other than that, I think I love sports and just decorating my house and just little joys of life.
I love that you say that, but also Megha is selling herself short because her businesses are not little businesses. Megha, I think you put in so much work in what you do, and she is truly so creative. And so there's always multiple things that you're doing at all times. So I think you should really give yourself a little bit more credit. That's something that our friendship is all about. We're always
Yes.
reminding each other of how amazing the other person
Mm,
is, and I think
mm.
that's the importance of friendship, isn't it? Um, and you're from India, aren't you,
Oh, yes.
originally?
Sorry, I just forgot to mention that I'm from India originally. And yeah, but right now I feel like I live on the internet because
Yeah.
I'm on the internet entirely. But yes, currently we are in Perth in Western Australia. We both are.
Amazing. Yes. My name is Faria. Like I said, I am also a digital marketer. And outside of that, I think I'm a bit of a creative. So I love illustrating. I love just doing anything that's a bit more creative. I am chronically online. So you'll find me online at any time during the day, except for when I'm sleeping, because a lot of our work involves being online too. And I think that doesn't help, right, Megha?
Yeah,
That we're always
yeah.
having to be just
And it
online.
changes so often. We have to keep ourselves updated.
Absolutely.
So
And
we
I
have
really
to.
I love that, you know. I love that we get to do that for work, but it can be a bit much sometimes. And now we've added another thing to our list.
But out of fun, at least this is like our creative outlet. So it
Absolutely.
doesn't tire us. And it's
Absolutely.
better to create content than consume it.
That I think is the key to like good mental health as well, is create more than you consume. That is
Mm.
so important. And I think my one of my friends said this to me ages ago. Um her name's Rachel. Shout out to Rachel if she's listening.
I think she followed. I saw her
Yeah.
follow.
But she said this to me once. She was like, you know, you've always got to be creating more than you're consuming. And she's such a big creative as well. And so I think that stuck by me. And I was like, yes, you need to just put out more stuff than you're taking in.
Mm.
And that's so important to keep yourself sane. But yeah, I'm originally from Pakistan.
Yee.
And so we're both desi, which we love. We love being desi. We love our chai. We love Megha loves her chai more than I do.
She loves coffee. She doesn't even love. Do you love
I
chai?
think I love chai. So I think chai is something that connects all of us. So every time I go to Megha's house, I'm like, where's my chai? Okay, so I'll just tell you a bit about the intention behind Thoughts Brewed and why we started it. Megha and Megha, we became friends more than 3 years ago now, and we almost live our lives in parallel. We felt,
Hmm.
you know, at the time we were both working for women-owned businesses, and we're both married. We live in Perth. We're both working in digital marketing. Actually hadn't made a lot of friends outside of actually just working. A lot of our values are quite shared. We are quite different, but also very similar in a
Yeah.
lot of ways.
Yeah.
And so that was really cool to just meet someone else who thinks quite similarly to you. And since then, our husbands have become friends and
Yeah.
we've traveled a bit together.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've done multiple countries
I
together.
know. And that's
Mm.
so fun. Every time we catch up, which is at least a week or multiple times a week, we always talk about multiple things, everything under the sun, really, and we never run out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
So we thought might as well do it on like camera and record it. I think,
It.
Megha, you know what? For me, when I moved to Perth, it was there's a lot. that it takes to move. And even if if you're going through a life change or anything like that, it can get quite lonely. And I feel like I rely on our friendship a lot to get through some of the big changes in life. And a lot of the times when I have felt lonely, it's been nice to just put something in my ears, whether it be a podcast or an audiobook, and listen to someone else talk, and you feel less lonely in that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess hopefully we can end up being that
Yeah.
for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I might be having a crap day, and then I'll put a podcast in my ears, and I'll feel like just happier or more pleasant or
You're like
just
surrounded by another person. Yeah.
absolutely. And you almost feel this sense of connection, which I'm hoping we can bring to everyone. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Totally.
So
That's the
that's our
idea.
intention
Mm.
behind it. The format's going to be quite simple and it's going to continue to evolve, honestly, as
Yes.
we evolve and learn about, like, we didn't even know how to record ourselves and we kept doing it wrong, right, Megha? I feel like we should have just watched a couple of tutorials at the beginning to
Yeah, but
begin with.
we are like tech people. We were
Yeah,
like, oh, we know this
we
shit.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, we were like, we'll record it. One day our phones just ran out of the batteries. We were like, we didn't have any recording.
I
After
know.
40 minutes, we chatted a
We chat
lot
because we
that
can
day.
chat for hours and hours
Yeah,
without,
so now
yeah.
you get it.
Yeah.
40 minutes, phone died. The next time we recorded, I think my phone just gave up.
It was like, I'm done.
Yeah, it got a message or a call and then it didn't record and we didn't check. We thought it was recording.
Mm.
That happened. Third time, our microphones weren't
Oh,
connected.
yes. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
We didn't realize how much work this would take. This has
yeah.
taken some level of,
Yeah, so you better appreciate
commitment.
it.
The
Format.
format, yes. So the format's going to be quite simple for now. We've today obviously done our introductions. We're going to do a bit of a highlight of the week
Mm.
for us. So whatever it is that we might be eating or reading or watching or doing,
Mhm.
and we'll both kind of, give you our highlights of the week. And then some discussion points. So anything that we've been wanting to discuss, really.
Hmm.
Normally when we catch up, there's something or the other that we want to catch up about. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of try to do that online.
Yeah.
And so that's the format for now. It might evolve, it might change. We're more than happy to receive feedback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're like, don't do that, do this, just comment.
Yeah,
It's
let
a
us know.
comment away. We'll take your ideas.
Absolutely. Because it's the idea is obviously we're putting this out, right? And so it's important to us what whoever's listening wants to listen to.
Hmm.
So yeah, we're so open to that. Amazing. All right, we're gonna dive into the highlights now.
Yep.
Highlights of our week.
Mm.
Mika, do you want to start?
Okay. So with me, I'm doing a highlight where what I'm eating.
Okay. I have an eating highlight too that I'll tell you,
Okay.
but you go first.
Um, so as right now, basically what anything is on half price. I'm just eating that. I had that funny answer prepared, but it is true. Like when we go
Things
to
are
shopping, yeah,
expensive.
it's like
Oh
hashtag living crisis.
god.
It is really expensive out there here in Australia and anywhere in the world,
I think anywhere
honestly.
in the world, but especially Perth, man. Honestly, prices have skyrocketed. It's not even
Yeah.
funny.
So that, but also I'm trying to incorporate a lot of greens in my diet.
Hmm.
So comes New Year, I just become this very like health conscious person.
Yeah,
I at least try to. February, you ask me what I'm eating all junk food.
yeah.
But at least that little hangover is there for a certain time. And right now I'm just trying to eat like a lot of spinach,
Ooh.
getting like cherry tomatoes to put like a salad together.
Hmm.
Little I'm doing a lot of couscous. So just like because it's getting summery as well.
Absolutely.
So just like little light green, but also little like cold food salads and things
Mm,
like that. So I'm trying to do that, but also whatever Ryan makes.
yeah.
Honestly, I'll eat. I'm not that good in the kitchen. Ryan does most of the cooking, so and he's a good cook.
He is. I can
Mm.
vouch for that.
So whatever, I am eating whatever, but I'm trying to incorporate a lot of greens,
Mm.
and I'm drinking a lot of coconut water.
Ooh, I
Mm.
love
I've
that.
got a whole crate of it
Do
right
you
now in
add
the house.
anything to your coconut water or you just have it as is?
No, as is. Because I
Amazing.
get the raw sea one, they're pretty good. I've
Hmm.
tried the other brands, I don't like them. The raw
Hmm.
sea ones is really good.
I love that.
Mm.
Ooh, that's really nice. I've been craving a lot more colder foods too. I'll find myself, especially during lunch, just wanting something
Mm.
cold, but also a little bit filling, but also
Mm.
that'll not make me go to sleep
Or feel bloated.
or feel bloated. That tends to
Yeah.
happen. What I'm eating is, so I literally just cooked this last night, which is why this is what I'm eating right now. Um, I love curry. Mega, have you had curry?
As in
The
Punjabi
yellow curry.
curry.
Yes,
Oh yes, that's a Punjabi curry. That's with
Punjabi curry
besan, with
with besan.
chickpea flour. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm.
I used to love curry, okay? Am I so we have a I guess it would be very similar.
Mm.
So we eat curry in Pakistan too. My mom would always make it, and it's a classic summer food,
Mm.
right? And so for those of you who don't know, it's got a yogurt base and it's obviously got besan in it, which is chickpea flour. And it's got a lot of curry leaves and it's got dried chili and just heaps of things, okay?
And mustard seeds.
And mustard seeds. Yes, correct. I used to love curry, but I just thought it was such a hassle to make it. Like I could never make it. I had never made it before I moved here. And so there's one day I was really craving it. So what another element of curry is like pakoras. So you really have
Mm.
to like make the pakoras first and then make the curry. I found a recipe that you make the curry base, but then you just add bundi to it.
That's what we've been doing.
Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. It tastes exactly like curry. I've
Yeah.
actually made it. So when I make curry, you guys, because I love it so much, Megha, I will eat it morning, evening,
Yeah.
whatever time.
It in fact becomes better the next day.
It does become
That's
better the
with a
next
lot
day.
of desi curries.
Absolutely.
We become the best the next day. Sometimes I'll just cook
Absolutely.
it. Ryan will just cook it and we'll just keep it in the fridge and
Yeah,
have it the next day.
I've been
And
having it.
that's with like the rajma, that's with curry, some
Yeah,
mutton,
true.
chicken stuff as well.
How
Mm.
good. I have
Oh, we've
been
been eating
loving
with
it.
bundi as well. Like
How good is
because
that?
pakoras is such a like a tiresome thing to
Who's
do.
gonna like fry? I don't do frying in life in
Hmm.
general. It's like a life motto. No frying.
But I also found a nice recipe. I'll share it.
Yeah.
About making pakoras on the in the air fryer.
Ooh. Do
Mm.
they taste good?
They
Have you
taste
tried?
really good. I have
Really?
tried pakora in the oven as well, and they
Ooh.
come out even better,
Megha, when I come
softer.
over next time,
Hmm.
guys, this is to hold Megha accountable. She or Ryan they're making me air fried pakoras
Yes,
with chai.
for sure. Done.
And also, Megha, I should get you to try the curry because we're recording today at my house and I've
Oh,
got curry leftovers.
okay.
It's so good.
I'll never say no to curry. Mm.
Amazing.
But I have my curry with rice. What do you
Me
like?
too.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
I have sometimes seen people eat it with roti and I can't fathom the idea of curry with roti.
Mm,
I can't.
I don't mind it. I
They were
am a
sometimes has
both.
it.
But
Yeah,
like yeah, but rice is a better combination, sure.
absolutely.
But sometimes when I'm hungry, I eat one roti and rice, and
And curry.
not healthy, but I do that.
It's fine. We're not about health, we're about joy. Next, Mika, tell us.
So next we are the highlight is what we are watching
Hmm.
or reading,
Hmm.
because not everybody is watching TV these days.
Hmm.
Farah is not. Let's start with Farah.
Do you want me to go first?
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm reading, I have a what I've been watching, but I'll do that in the discussions
Oh yes, okay.
part of this conversation. I have been reading a book called The Haters, and it's about online hate,
Oh my God.
something that we've been discussing recently.
Ugh.
Because obviously there are so many trolls online, and that's just the online landscape now, isn't it? And there isn't a lot of regulation, which is something that we honestly could talk about for hours and hours,
Hmm.
and something we feel very strongly about. But this book is about a writer who I'll actually, you know what? Once I've finished the book, I'll maybe do a bit of a review. But that's just what I'm reading right now, and it's interesting. I like the writing, but it's not the best book I've ever read. But because it is a bit of a page turner, so I want to know what happens next, and so I'm going through with it. So yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's interesting. That is actually very interesting because I didn't know Farah was reading this book
Yeah.
because we had been really talking about this. And before we went live with the podcast, we were also like being very almost like nervous. But I guess nervous is like a very not even the 5% of what we were feeling. It was
Hmm.
more of, oh, what if we get this comment? Or what if those people talk about us? Like, I was getting like thousands of emotions and things like that. And Farah was like controlling me. Maybe the book was helping you. I don't know, but yeah, I'd like to know what you feel about the book eventually, and if you
Yeah.
learn something out of it and
Yeah.
share it with
No,
us.
I think about this a lot outside of this book that I'm reading as well. And I think we've had this conversation
Mm,
so many times, Megha, where imposter syndrome is like the worst thing ever, right? And sometimes, you almost make yourself fail before you even try by thinking about what people are going to say or what
mm,
comments you're going to get. If you're putting yourself online, you are bound to get some form of hate, but in this book it's a bit intense. Like she's really getting harassed, which is really bad. She is an
Oh,
author, so she's published a book and she's getting all these like hate comments and things on the book. But then I think it is trolls, and I don't think that it's legit people that are kind of saying those things.
oh, right.
But yeah,
Almost
we'll
like a
definitely
bot.
discuss it once I've
Hmm.
finished it,
Right.
because there's so much, like we could truly talk about this for hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that will be one episode.
There you go. We have decided a podcast episode. All right. For what I am watching. I'm watching House MD.
Ooh, yeah.
I've seen it before a million years ago, but there's nothing new that really was like, catching my eye, and I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this. And anyway, I watch TV when like we're just having food, or just only then actually, if
Mm,
sports are not on.
mm,
So yeah, it's House MD, and like I said, I've watched it before, but I don't remember anything. So my brain has very selectively, obviously, removed all of the memories of
yeah,
that. So that's good because it's basically what it's to show.
yeah.
So, but it's just because we are eating at that time, and sometimes the scenes are pretty, intense with all the doctory stuff, the health stuff. Um, it just helps me lose my appetite. And other than that, I'm just watching a lot of sports. I feel like
Mm.
sports are on live as well in Perth and on TV.
And Megha,
There's so
you went to
much happening.
watch the India
Mm,
versus Australia match, didn't you?
yes,
Yeah.
I was there the whole day on Friday. I was
Did
working from
India
the
win?
stadium. Yes.
Yay! Amazing.
Yeah.
And just to let you guys know, Pakistan also played Australia
Oh,
a
yes.
week ago before that.
But they were playing with the team B.
They were playing with Team B, but they won, which we're
No,
very
I'm just
proud of.
kidding. We are very proud of as well. We are,
So it's been a good week for Desi people
yes.
everywhere.
So yeah, that's what I'm watching.
Awesome. I am so I've got a little listening to. So
Okay.
what I'm listening to at the moment, I'm listening to a lot of music at the moment, but
Hmm.
one song that I keep going back to, is so funny, is Lady Gaga's Alejandro. And I
Oh.
just keep listening to this song, you guys. I've listened to it at least 50 times, I feel, in the last 1 week. I listen to it on the way to work, back from work.
Do you
If
sing
I'm like,
along?
I do, I have to. You have to scream along. And I've been really enjoying it. I don't know if you are or have ever been a Lady Gaga fan,
I have been.
go listen to it. It's such a vibe.
I love that song.
It is so fun,
I
isn't
love
it?
that song. I used to, I don't remember, but there was this app where you could just do like a karaoke on the
Ooh.
phone.
Mm.
Like when I was in like almost in school, I still think, or maybe just college, starting college. And I used to be like, oh, I'll sing all these Lady Gaga songs. I don't remember what it was called. It was funny. Maybe if anybody remembers. And like you could join with a friend, okay, and yeah,
Really?
you sing one part and they sing the other. And I used to always pick Lady Gaga song, and I used to sing Alejandro a lot. And I was like, I don't even know, why am I even doing this?
No, I love doing it. I'm such a nostalgic songs person.
Mm,
Like, I would always rather listen to older music than newer.
yeah,
By older, I mean songs that we grew up with.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's such a vibe. So I've
Mm.
really, like, I've gone back to that song, and it's like the theme of my life currently. I
Mm.
love it. Not that the lyrics, say anything about me, but just like I'm listening to it that much.
Acha, that makes me want to ask you a question.
Hmm.
Are you a lyrics person, or you're just a music person?
I am a lyrics person, but
Okay.
I'm also like, I love my beats, but I'm definitely more of a lyrics person.
Hmm.
Temur is more of a music person, so he listened to the music more than the lyrics,
Yeah.
but I definitely focus on the lyrics. I'll know what they're saying, and I,
Yeah.
I have to sing along.
Okay. Ditto.
Yeah,
Yeah. Same. I love to find out the meaning behind the song and be
yeah,
like, what is artist really going through?
yeah, absolutely. It's so important to know
It
that.
is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not the crazy one.
And
But
guys, one fun fact about Megha, she's the biggest Atif Aslam fan.
you, in fact, we should do like an Atif Aslam marathon. I
We
would
should.
love to do
That
that.
we should do
And we
that.
went to a concert together.
And Atif
And
Aslam was right in front of us.
yeah, because Farah had the best seats while I didn't. I was like at the back somewhere. And then Farah was so kind. She was like, Taimur can go in the back. You come. And
Yeah,
after
because
20
Megha is
minutes,
such a fan.
and after 20 minutes, I was like, okay, Faria, I'll go. I'll let Taimur come because it's
Yeah.
his seat. She's like, no, don't go.
Megha was having such a good time. It was honestly one of the best concerts. It was such a
It
fun
was
one, wasn't it?
fun. Yeah,
Um, so yeah, Megha loves Atif Aslam.
I do.
So she's basically
Yeah.
Pakistani.
But I love Coke Studio.
Oh
If I had to take
yeah,
one thing from Pakistan, it would be Coke
Coke Studio.
Studio,
I don't
not
know.
just
I've not
Atif
been
Aslam.
listening to the recent ones.
Recent one I don't really care about. It was
Hmm.
season 8.
Oh
Up
yeah.
till season 8, it was just like, oh,
So good,
so
right?
good.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. What is your next one, Megha? I think it's
Um, I just don't have a currently listening to because I didn't think of like I could go like a particular song
yeah.
like you did.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
thought I have to come up with a nice podcast or anything that I'm listening to. But so we've been doing long drives recently, and then we've been obviously listening to a lot of music. But you know what? I made this playlist when
Mm.
we did this drive to Albany, which is like 4 hours or 5, 6 hours away from here.
Mm.
And I've been listening to that playlist. But
Yeah.
just yesterday or day before yesterday, I was having this conversation with Ryan, and I was like, I need to make this playlist redundant now because I don't vibe with that music anymore.
Really? What
I
music
like
is it?
it's just like I've named that playlist as Meg Roadways.
Yeah.
It's a cute name. But it's just random music. It's some Atif Aslam, some Bollywood songs, some here and there English, Jack Johnson, John Mayer, and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't vibe it with anymore with it, like at least the sequence, because I even like I've listened to it so much that I know what's going to follow what, even if
Yeah.
I put it in the shuffle mode,
Mm.
you know. So I'm like, okay, I need to change. I need
Yeah,
to
man.
reset.
I think you always need to shift and shuffle and, listen to different music. I'm the
Mm,
same. I can't listen to one thing. I listen to it so much that then I'm
I
done.
get bored of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there comes a time when you're like, okay, time to change it up. And then
Mm.
I'll like my go-to person is my little sister, Faha.
Oh,
She is my go-to person for music. Like I'll just be like, Faha, send me your current playlist, send me whatever I'm feeling like. And then she will do the best
that's so
jobs.
nice.
She is honestly the
Oh,
best
and
at it.
Faria, we need to make a blend.
Oh my God,
Remember?
yes. We've been talking about it. We want to make like a Spotify blend, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Ryan has it with his couple of friends, and yeah, they have like a blast. They have like a music group on WhatsApp.
How fun. We should do
Mm.
that. I think we have a lot. Like there's always something or the other I'm listening to. It'll be cool.
Yeah, and
It
if
can
you
be a
have any
mishmash.
recommendations, please, we are open to. Let's make like a Thoughts Brewed playlist.
Oh
What
my
do you,
God,
and people
can
can,
we?
yeah, we
How
should, and then
good.
you can add to it. That'd
You
be
can
good.
send us recommendations. We'll add to it. Because I don't know if
Mm.
people can add to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, we just need to make that link public.
Oh,
Mm.
let's do that.
Let's do it.
That'll be super fun.
Awesome.
Amazing. Cool, cool, cool. We'll move on to the discussion now.
Which is things that we came across on the internet
Mm-hmm.
within the last week that we are just discussing. It's
Mm-hmm.
on the internet or on the TV or whatever.
Mm.
Everything is connected to the internet these days,
Yeah, I
honestly.
know. It's just discussion
Yeah,
points, really. Something that you came across that
yeah,
resonated with you or you want to
yeah,
discuss here.
yeah. I have two things that I want to discuss with
Okay,
you,
go.
Maria. And the first one was like pretty shocking, but then
Mm.
I also looked upon it and I was like, okay, everybody knows about it almost. It was just me that
Mm.
didn't know. If you are feeling sick or if your like nose is blocked,
Yeah.
apparently you can put a slice of onion in your
No.
socks and sleep with that.
No.
Yeah, in the morning you wake up, your nose is all cleared up, your chest congestion is not there anymore.
Oh my God.
Mm-mm.
So you wear socks to sleep, but also on top of that, you put onions in your socks?
Yeah, in your socks, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Apparently it's something to do with the sulfur in the onions.
Oh my gosh.
But it's obviously not scientifically
Proven?
proven.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no claim. I'm not claiming it either,
Yeah.
but it's to say that I will try it next time I'm sick. I will.
Yeah,
Why
and
not?
mainly when you're
It's
sick, but
harmless.
I was just thinking, man, the idea, the idea of onion smell everywhere, like in your bed, imagine,
I'm
like
gonna have a nice shower next day with
oh
my
my
hot
God,
water.
yeah,
But if it makes
maybe,
me feel good, it's just a harmless remedy. And I'm
yeah,
all about home remedies, honestly. I
yeah,
love my home remedies.
yeah, totkas,
Yeah, I just love them.
yeah.
So I am going to do this next time I'm sick, and hopefully it's not anytime soon. But for research purposes, I will make a point and mention it. If this,
I should make Temur do it. He has such bad allergies, so maybe it'll help with that. But I don't want. I don't know if I have the guts to try it. I'm like,
because
I
you'll be
don't know if
sleeping next to him.
yeah, absolutely. The smell of onions, man. Even when I cook, I'm like, oh my God, now I smell like onions. Like I can tell that I smell like
What are
onions.
you even saying? I love the onion smell when it's being cooked. You
Really?
know, it's been a thing. Like,
It's like a home smell, vese. It does.
and
There's something
whenever like
wholesome about
Ryan is cooking and I say, I'm like, oh, it smells good. He's like, it's making onions.
it. It's literally onions.
Onions and some
Chill.
garlic in the pot. I haven't even started
Garlic,
doing
I
anything.
love. But also, I'm like,
When
stay
you
in the
do the
kitchen.
mix,
Yeah.
onions and garlic mix,
Mm.
it's like, oh, the food is ready. Just give me whatever is in the pan. Really, it smells so good.
Ryan, give me her onions and
No,
garlic
don't.
with roti, please, next time.
So
I
funny.
love that. No, that's such a funny one. And I don't know if I could ever if I'd ever have the guts to try it, but good
Come
like
on,
Megha, you
we
do
will.
it, tell me if
I
it
will
works.
try it, and if it really works for me, then obviously you have to try it.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
why
If it
would you?
works, then if
Yeah.
I'm really sick, like dying and can't breathe, then maybe. But
Okay,
anyways, my
done.
nose will be blocked, so I can't smell anything anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
so
just the person who's next to you who's gonna
oh
suffer.
yeah. Poor Timur.
Okay, so second thing. Am I
Mm.
going to the second thing, or do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want
yeah.
to?
Go for the second thing.
Okay, so the second thing I found out recently is that if you're being sneaky,
Yeah.
all right, and if you don't want to chat on WhatsApp
Mm-hmm.
or on iMessage or Instagram DMs or Snapchat or whatnot,
Yeah.
you can actually chat with the person on your notes app.
Oh my God. So you're right. Because we have a shared no
And people have been doing that.
no way. But
Yeah.
why would you be so sneaky that you literally chat?
Oh, well,
I
if
mean,
you're planning for a birthday party, surprise birthday party,
oh
I could think of some ideas.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, one of them is that. I don't know if you just like have something to hide from, like you don't want to,
Yeah, not giving anyone any ideas, but that's a pretty cool one.
I read it because something was happening on the Notes app. I
Yeah.
read it on one. So you'll always hear me talking about. I read this on a Facebook group
Yeah.
because I'm so over all these Facebook groups.
Yeah.
So a lot of my information that I will be talking about is via this random Facebook group that I'm a part of.
Yeah. I love that
So
you use Facebook so actively, Megha.
it's my job. It's part of my job, Fareah.
Fair enough.
But no, for research purposes. It's
Research
all for
purposes
the
only, you
podcast.
guys.
I was shocked that people can do that. Like, what?
That
How?
blows my mind. But you know
Mm.
what? Now that you've said it, okay, so Megha and I have a shared note for
The podcast.
the podcast because we were working on some
Sharing
ideas.
ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we started doing, just made a shared note. And I didn't realize that every time you edit something, Megha, I get a notification. And
Mm.
so I can go in and actually see the history of the edits and like what you've edited and that kind of thing, which is pretty cool. Thanks, Megha, for giving us that notes app idea.
It's not an idea, it's just sharing.
It's just a fact, okay?
Yes, that I came across on the internet
Do
and
with that
that blew my
information
mind.
what you will. But we are not responsible for whatever you decide to do with it. All right. I actually my thing is not so funny. It's more something I've watched and I wanted to talk about it. It's a movie on Netflix. It's called Joy,
Mm-hmm.
The Birth of IVF, and it is such an emotional movie. It made me so emotional at multiple points and, while I was watching it. I'll read the summary to you, okay? Three trailblazers, a young nurse, a visionary scientist, and an innovative surgeon, face opposition from the church, state, media, and medical establishment in their pursuit of the world's first test tube baby, Louise Joy Brown. Okay,
Mm.
so it's the story of these three and their team and how they essentially started IVF. And watching it made me realize how far we've come since that time. And it blew my mind, honestly. I know we talk about women's rights and reproductive rights and all of that stuff a lot. Um, but this is actually, it's crazy how different the world was just a few years ago. It was only about 40 something years ago. And you know what? Before, when I was younger, I would think 40 years is a big number. But now nearing 30,
Oh.
40 is not a big number at all.
Yeah, it's
So the
not.
first IVF baby, who is Louise Joy Brown, is only, I think, 48 at the moment.
Oh, wow.
And that's just crazy. And what blew my mind even more was when you watch the movie. So I would highly recommend it for anyone that wants to, watch it. It's on Netflix, so literally just go and stream it. But one thing that blew my mind was the backlash that they got. So when they were working on their research, and they were looking into ways that they could potentially help people who couldn't conceive, and they were researching IVF, there was such a huge religious and like other backlash, even from the media, to the point where the media was trying to find out who these women were who were
Hmm.
becoming a part of the study, and they would really harass them. And so that is crazy to me that not even around 40 years ago, people had so much to say about this. And now it's so common, and we don't think about the history of it and
Hmm.
how hard those people would have had to work to just make it happen.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
Louise Joy Brown exists. She was conceived and she was born, and now she lived a full life, and that just is incredible. And I really wanted to highlight that. And yeah, I would highly, highly recommend it. So when you watch it, let me know.
Yeah, it's on my to watch list now. Faria.
Yeah.
It sounds very like inspirational, also like things we take for granted.
Absolutely. It's like so much happens now, the fact that someone could get treatment if they can't conceive and that kind of thing is that's amazing. And
Hmm.
sometimes how amazing that is it goes amiss just because we haven't I really think the movie did such a good job at highlighting that. And it also highlights the story of the nurse,
Oh yeah,
and you'll see it when you watch it, but it is really inspiring and super cool. I loved it.
so nice.
So that's my little bit, but that's it from us, right, Mika?
Yes, that's all for today's episode, and we really, really hope that you guys enjoyed it and like just like felt like we were just your friends talking with you, just chatting around, and really that's the whole inspiration, isn't it?
Yeah. Um, that's the whole premise of this. We really just want to hang out with you guys for a bit, and we hang out every week anyways.
Yes.
So, yeah, hopefully this is just a bit of a yapping session for all of us, and
Yeah.
we can share ideas and talk about things we've watched. It's just super casual, and yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.